I'm sitting here watching Sean Hannity, and at the bottom of the screen on the right-hand side it says Jihad in America. Jihad in America. Now, Obama's been in the White House how long now? Going on 8 years. And now they're just putting that on the screen at the end of his term, his second term. He's getting ready to leave the White House, and we're just now saying jihad in America. There has been a stealth jihad going on in the United States ever since Obama got into the White House. In fact, it was going on before Obama got in the White House. It began with 9/11. Folks, listen. It's amazing how slow how long it takes for these folks to catch up. I don't know if they deliberately turn a blind eye, but I'm surprised actually, because all the news stations, whether it be Fox or CNN, whatever it might be, they're controlled by a handful of elite that own these news stations. So why would, because everything's screened before it goes out on the air, right? So why would the elite allow Jihad in America to be shared on Fox News? Why would they allow that, right? Well, obviously there's a reason, there's a purpose in it. They want to use the media to invoke fear into the people. They want to instill fear in the people. And so that's why they're starting to put Jihad in America on the screen now. That's why they are using that term or that title, is because they are literally fear-mongering. They're trying to control the people through fear. It's just like when you have a civil uprising, when you have protesting going on, and Fox News and CNN come along and fuel the flames. They come along and say things that are inflammatory, that make it things worse, make matters worse. So when you watch Fox News and you see on the screen, and they're talking about jihad in America, and talking about why would Hillary Clinton, receive money for her foundation from those that are, against the ideals of America, so to speak. They're against women. They brutal with women, and they're against the LGBT community. They're against Christians. They're against Jews. I mean, my goodness. We knew this 8 years ago. Hello, Mr. Hannity. We knew this 8 years ago. We knew this before 8 years ago. I mean, are we just now waking up? Are we just now thinking, well, maybe we ought to, warn the people? No. Folks, understand, this is how they do things. Listen, nothing is aired on Fox News, CNN, NBC, CBS. Nothing goes out on the airwaves unless it first is screened. Are you listening? Everything has to be screened before it goes to the public. Hitler did the same thing. Hitler used the media. He used cartoons for children, and he used it for propaganda to promote his objective, to promote his agenda. That's what they're doing right now. They're using the media as propaganda. That's what they're doing. They're using the news stations to bring propaganda, to get the people upset, to get the people in a state of unrest. They tell you, okay, you can't touch the Muslims, but then they turn around and say the Muslims are the problem. It's like double talk. It brings double-mindedness. It brings confusion. We know everybody that's got a brain in the head knows that that Benghazi was nothing but a cover-up. Everybody knows that the soldiers were told to stand down. It's coming out now, after all this time, it's now coming out in the news, and you've got those that came out last night, and they were on there, and were witnesses that they were there, and they said they were told to stand down. They knew that already. They knew that a long time ago. So why didn't it get brought to the light of day? Why didn't it be brought to the light before? Because, people, it's nothing but propaganda. Okay? And they're trying to instill fear and distrust in the government, distrust in themselves. They do not want the people to feel secure. That's how they bring chaos. They're trying to deliberately They're trying to take away the stability. They're trying to take away any stability in this region of the world, in the West. They're trying to, not just in the West, but in the whole world. They're trying to, so that there's no rest. They want the people in a state where they'll cry out for help, just like Haiti did, and they brought the United Nations in to take over in Haiti. Right now, Haiti's being controlled by the United Nations. I was there myself. I saw it myself. Literally, totally, completely. Just like when I was over there, it was just like the Gestapo. Just like what you read and learn about Hitler and his Nazi regime. Same thing. That's nothing different. That's what the United Nations are. It's the new SS Army, the United Nations Army. That's what it is. And so they want the United States to be brought to such a state of insecurity, they don't feel secure, that they will cry out for peace and safety. And then that's when the United Nations is going to come in and take over the United States. And that's when the Bible says sudden destruction shall come upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So I'm telling you folks, stealth jihad has been going on in the United States for more than 8 years now. Are you listening? Do you remember at 9/11, a few days after 9/11, George Bush George Bush Jr., he actually went to a mosque, right, and comforted the people and rebuked and threatened the American people from a mosque not to touch Muslims. How come he didn't visit a Christian church? He went to a mosque. Are you listening? Stealth jihad's been going on for some time now, people. And I've told you this before. There's Muslims in the Masons. There's Muslims. There's Catholics. There's Jews. There's Mormons, Scientologists. All the different religions are in the Mason cult, the Mason secret society, which call themselves the Illuminati. And they're playing everybody against each other, is what they're doing, to bring unrest. They want to bring order out of chaos, people. They are literally doing this deliberately. Order out of chaos. So when you look at Fox and you see a big title on there, it says Jihad in America. We've known jihad's been going on in America for over 8 years now. Nothing new. And it amazes me when they start putting that up on the screen to invoke fear in the people. You watch. In the days ahead, when more horrific things take place on American soil, they're going to be using this whole ideology and this whole propaganda to get the American people more insecure. The more insecure, the better. That's what they want. They want the people to become so insecure that they cry out for help from the United Nations.